Hello, welcome to Love and Live show today, Saturday show. I haven't came back now for a while. I think it was Tuesday I made the last show. But quite a few things happened, as I was saying. I'm planning at the moment of making a live show. It's going to be called Lorcan's live debate show. I'm making it in college, and I'm just planning it at the moment. So that's what I'm doing there, and I'm trying to see who's going to be in my film. So I'm just going to review now the different papers. I'll talk more about my project there, and I'll just talk now about what's on the papers today. The Irish Independent News. What's on the thing now today? London Irish Centre lit up green in tribute to Shane MacGowan. What that story says, it's hundreds of Mormons flooded into the London Irish Centre to celebrate the late Pogues frontman Shane MacGowan, who gave the London Irish an identity. Guests at the fully booked and free of charge night paid tribute to the singer who died on Thursday. Most were not surprised to learn he passed away. He battled ill health for years. A tribute band played the Prog 6 at the centre that was lit up in green in Camden Street. Tributes were left on sticky notes on the wall and attended songs to McGann's song in the dance hall, where a montage of the Pogues photograph played on a projector. So that's what's the story then. And then, as I was saying, he was in a couple of bands there, and Patrick Heatley there tonight had a little tribute there for Shane MacGowan. There was a few singers there, and in the studio it was a good show. And then Take That one as well. I think that was pre-recorded. So I'm planning a live show. So that's why I'm chatting a bit about it. So that's the main news then on that. And then that's the main news, the main centre news on the thing about Shane MacGowan. And then Pascal Donoghue in shock talks to be next head of International Monetary Funds. What that story says is Bloomberg says the Fine Gael TD is considering a bid for IMF job. Donoghue spokesman insists he plans to run the next election. No candidate has put their name forward yet. So that's quite a big development story there. Hugh O'Connor wrote that article there, and that's quite a big story on the paper in politics. And then on the other news, courageous, kind, gentle Coast Guard volunteer Catherine Lucas died helping others. Inquest told Garda Catherine Lucas, 41, who on September the 12th became the first member. And further down then on that story then, she was modest, hardworking, generous, and utterly dedicated to her family. Her job as a librarian and her work with the Coast Guard, it was cruel the way the mother of two would lose her life. So that's the main thing on that then. And then Kyle Hayes, the latest there about the hurler there. Limerick hurler Kyle Hayes warned by judge. He faces custodian sentence after conviction by two courts of violent disorder. That case was on the news quite a bit, and it's wrote by David Ranla. The judge in the trial of Limerick hurler has warned the sports star he is facing the prospect of a custodian sentence. Judge Dermot Sheen said Hayes' threatening use of violence on the dance floor of the Icon nightclub. The judge said that the 5 times All-Ireland winning conviction for serious matters meant his status before the court has changed and he can expect a custodian sentence. So then that's the latest on that. That was on the RT News as well. And I was just going to go now through a bit about the Bray people. I just thought I'd start with the main news then on that. And then on this, straight into the Bray people news, it just says, Bray dad say children during horrific stabbing. It just says Warren Dunn who held down the school knife attack while his daughter ran to hospital to get victims help. Baltinglass man Warren Dunn has been hailed a hero after risking his life to help save the children being attacked during the horrific stabbing in Dublin. Warren happened to be visiting Dublin with his daughter, Abigail, for her 11th birthday, accompanied by her mother. Stacey, who witnessed a horrific attack, called Warren, ran over and dived on the fella. This was the time the Brazilian fella had got his bike and was throwing the helmet at him. So that's the front page then on that article, and there's more then about it. Hero Warren tackles children's attacker in Dublin school stabbing. If she hadn't wrestled as long as she did, a lot of children would have died because he was targeting the children. So that's then on that story. Key ground part of Abbey grounds plan due to go to tender this week. It is hoped the coach house aspect of the Abbey grounds in Wicklow Town, which is due to enhance into the Abbey gardens and event space, will go out to tender by the end of this week. And that's then on that. And then legend vacant courthouse to get key reviews. In my view, it's the most important first step towards reprocessing the site. And then the festive classic hit Wicklow Airways as Christmas FM begins. I see it returns there at the end of the month. I was just listening to different songs there. And then I just skipped a couple of pages here. Just county budget set at 160 million. Councils also said 2 property rates Monday's meeting, according to that, and called for help in funding her radical injured deer. A deer that appears to have been shot in the face, pictured at the Dollar Bridge in Lara. So that's the story then on that. And then Arklow budget film wins Best Indie. With this film, the cast of Arklow director Ian Adams' latest film, The Feature, which scooped the Best Independent Male Award at the Underground Film Festival in Dunleary. And that was on that. So, and then drug intimidation does not stop until people make a complaint. Chief Superintendent. And then 2 vacant HSC building in Wicklow among highest price in stock of 214. 2 of the house and Delgany Health Centre worth 1.6 million. And that's the estimated thing on this. And then more about the Toy Show there. Toy Show stars Eva Bell and Fionn, 13, still jumping for joy. 2 selected Wicklow young stars fulfilled a lifelong dream on Friday as they appeared on the Late Late Show Toy Show. And then Freya thinks Patrick was better than Tubbs on his Toy Show. Freya McLaughlin, who was a regular visitor at Bray, Festina Lente, was not only asked to sing her final song of the night, and Patrick brought the curtain down with Having Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, was the host gave the little star a Christmas present to remember. So that's on the story there. And then as I skip another couple of pages there, there's not there's cultures for the news then and that, and then things to do, pictures, 16 Christmas carols, concerts and musicals. It just advertisement what's on. There's a thing, the quartet will be at the Whale Theatre on December the 18th. And the Drawing Room Opera Company performs at Rusborough House on December the 8th. So it just gives you details of what's on in the Wicklow area there. And there's a good few things on coming up. And then links to political activist Jenny Wise Power celebrated at Baltinglass event. And it's on that. And then I'm scared from a future. You should be too. This article, Transition Year at Colchester in Kilcool, recently organised Our Climate, Our Future, Wicklow's first youth conference. Among them was Hannah. She was speaking about climate change and the thing, what's happening. Developing companies investigated following complaints by his brother. Probe revealed as bitter dispute over business edify. So, and that's on that. And absolutely no way loan given. This is about Michael Lynn's multi-million theft trial. Here's from Bank of Ireland staff, an accused former employer. I have no recollection of meeting Mr. Lynn. in his circumstances set out in the statement. I never met him. So that's on that. And then the weekly farming news, it just says CU urges farmers to invest in slurry storage and council caution farmers on water quality during close slowly spreading period. And that's the latest headlines in the farming news. And then the long term forecast on Wednesday, mist and fog. Thursday night, Friday will be a mix of sun, which is today. On Saturday, it's a low -1, according to this. Sunday, showers. So that's the long term forecast of that. And then this week's Christmas baking, he makes traditional mince pie and Christmas pudding, and the recipe is a bit different there. So that's if you want to look at that recipe there. So that's the thing there. And then Bray's Data Edge is first Irish firm to team up with Swiss fibre optic business, Paula Phelan, CEO, Data Edge, and there's more on that article there. And then immigration issues are concerned for not just the right wing fascists. The scenes in Dublin Thursday night derailed what was becoming a serious debate, and this is still going on. I had a thing there about this on my last show. I brought it up about the riots in Dublin, and it hasn't changed. It's on this paper here. Simon Buck mentions it. Just the good news is we haven't reached the end of the patch yet. We have elected our Trump. We haven't elected Trump or Johnson or Melona. There is still time to stop that from beginning. But those currently in power need to start listening, need to start speaking. Failure to do will not only lead to further riots, but a political shift from which we never recover. And that's straight talking with Simon Buck on the Big People there. And that's the article then on that about immigration and a thing there just coming up. And then David Macliffe, he writes an article there, and I open when he talked to David and Ivana Cattle. They, along with their 2 children, Barry and Emma, are the family behind the Glenhaven brand, which has become big business in Irish chicken products. And that's a big business. At one stage, we were making 20,000 kilos a week, and it shows you a picture of them. So that's what this article is about this week on the paper. And then there's also an article about cats, where we should let cats live, indoor or outdoor. There's a nice picture of a cat. Cat becomes stressed if they are derived at outdoor living. So that's Pete Wedderburn's article there. And on the film this week is it's on a Monday actually, The Mummy, and Rocky is on Tuesday, and Nativity, that's on Sunday as well. And this week in 1963, the hit song was the Liverpool song "You'll Never Walk Alone," Jerry and the Pacemakers, and Blue by All. That was second song, Roy Orbison. So that was the charts in 1963, and it's interesting to read it. And then there's a picture of Spot the Difference. Donald Trump is on the news again. You have to see where his hand is and what gestures he's making. And more huge crowds flock to Arklow for board show. And that's the latest then on that. And as I was saying, I'm coming at the end of reviewing the paper today. And there's quite a good few thing about cars as well. It just says Kia Sportage CF has ascended to become one of the most recognized family SUV. So that's then. And then Nissan have a deal, I see. Buy a 241 Nissan, get 251 Nissan for free. Quite a good offer if you're buying a car. So get down to the garage there if you want to get that. The latest Nissan car. So, and then there's more about the Gaelic. I was just going to go through the Gaelic matches. A chance to reflect. Wicklow Hurlers celebrate Nicky Rackett's success, and there's pictures there. You remember that day? It was quite a good day. They bet Donegal. Famous day. There's good pictures there of the Nicky Rackett Cup and people in it there. So, and then I see a I was at the match there myself. The last, I think it was on Saturday, Sunday. Bray rally to beat Dublin champions. Paul McCartney Cole proved vital to the cause. It was Bray Emmett's 116, Nave Mariner 115 points. So the next day, then it's the final against Thomastown, I see. So that would be tough. We just knew we have the ability to win the game. Thomastown will bring what all Kilkenny teams bring. They'll bring physicality. They'll bring plenty of hurling. They'll bring massive pressure on us. As I was saying, they're a top team. And then the scores there, the last day was Dermot Masterson 2 point, Mark Lennon a point, Owen McCormick 1-1, Ben McCormick, Christy Morehouse, he scored 10, 6 frays, and that was good scoring. And then on the other team, it was Liam Mullen, he scored 10, Sean Harshaw 2 points, and Chris Farley a point. So it was quite a good score. It was a good match actually, and serious tests coming down the tracks. As I was saying, manager is worried about Kilkenny Club, and that's the match then the next day. And then Katie Taylor, undisputed super lightweight champion fight. Katie avenged first professional loss. Gone was the methodology complex ring walk from her defeat to Channel Cameron in May, designed and choreographed to absorb every ounce of emotion from the Dublin crowd to the 37-year-old. So that was a great win, and it shows you a picture there, and I'm not sure where the fight will be the next day. I'm not sure. It just says at the back, Croke Park would be absolutely amazing. Katie said that actually after the fight there the last day. So that's the Bray People news. There was more about it on the Irish Sun there last week. Bloody brilliant, Katie. That was the article then on that. And then there was an article about Hayland. He breaks 50-goal record, but Trent spoiled City's party. And that was the Sunday Mirror news there the last day. And I just thought I'd read that out as well. So that's then on that. So I go back to the Irish Independent news. Shane McCowan, Victoria May Clark says loves in as she pays tribute to her cellmate husband, and that's then on that. An upskirting victim speaks out. He turned me from his teacher into an object. And latest Ireland weather, chance of snow in some counties as Met Éireann issues second weather warning with lows of -4 forecast. It just says there is chance of snow for some counties tonight. Freezing temperatures will continue. Temperatures are to drop as low as -4. I see that's there. This was quite a late podcast going now. I was doing quite a few things there, assignments, and so I didn't have time to make a podcast, so I'm just making it there now tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. The soccer matches, there's quite a good few soccer matches on, Premiership matches, and so I hope you enjoyed it. I was going to go to, before I go, actually Sky News, the Sky News news, Hamas sends missile barrage at Tel Aviv as Israel strikes 200 terror targets. That's the latest report there on the war. Report Israel knew about Hamas attack plans a year before. The ceasefire is over and now Gazans have to flee again, according to that news then. And then, why did the king wear tie covered in Greek flags? That's what they're saying there. And University Challenge episode pulled after complaints from disabled contestants. And then in the US, serial killer hunted in LA after 3 homeless people shot dead. It just says the city mayor says she's trying to make more shelter service available as a series of murders in a very similar circumstances. So Los Angeles police are hunting a potential serial killer after 3 homeless people were shot dead in separate incidents. The murders took over a few days between 26th and 29th November, and the city's mayor warned rough sleepers on Friday, try not to be alone tonight. So that's a good story then. And then the entertainment news then, Secrets Behind the Crown. That article there, it just says this is the entertainment behind the glitz and glamour of the multi-million-pound sets are teams of researchers, costume designers, and makeup artists. The second installment of the sixth series is set for release on the 14th of December. 7 years on from the initial release, the program has been a smash hit for Netflix. Behind the glitzy multi-million-pound production is a vast production team working on the finest of detail. And that's then the Persage, the luxury of time. They're the two people that have something to do with the production designers that are talking about. So, and that's then I tried to go through that. And then on the UK news on Sky, Gavin Henson and Phil Vickery among over 200 ex-rugby stars taking legal action over brain injuries, and tech multi-million jail for 15 years for sex attack. That story there, and Stuart said his crimes were career. Lawrence Jones received an award for Best Tech Ambassador. A wealthy tech who got an MBE for his work has been jailed for 15 years for 2 rapes and a sexual assault. Lawrence Jones, 55, was convicted in January of assaulting an employee on 2013 business trip. So then that's on the Sky News, and then on the Science and Tech, Dubai is hosting COP28, but it's playing its part to tackle climate change. It says it's want to make a big difference in bringing the temperatures down and everything else. So then that's my latest news then on everything there thing. It's slightly a long podcast today, which I wanted. So thanks for listening. As I was saying, I'm planning a live debate show in college there, and if anyone has any ideas, casting, I'm not sure. You'll be listening to my podcast anyway, so you might as well listen. So thanks for listening, and the promotion, get it out there. As I was saying, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Acast. I'm on what's the other one? Apple. Yeah, I podcast on Apple. So thanks for listening, and I'll be back again with another great episode. I hope you enjoyed it today, and thanks for listening, and goodbye for now.